Hello, Joe. My name is Joan Genest, and on behalf of PPA and the IPC, I'd like to thank you for entering the International Photographic Competition and also for choosing to have a critique made because it's my distinct pleasure to be able to take a look at your image entitled The Grand Entrance and talk about it a little bit. And congratulations, this was accepted into the general collection, so you receive a merit of this towards your Master of Photography degree. And I'm very happy to see this, especially on a wedding image. So let's take a look at your image. This is just absolutely stunning. I, when it first comes up, my eye immediately goes to this beautiful bride, her gown. I think the posing is very nice, the way you've balanced the dress and taken care of the details of the bouquet and the ribbons. And she's a lovely girl, lovely smile. You've done a lot of very, very good things with her. The lighting on her is just gorgeous. I love the way the light skims off her dress. We definitely have a highlight side and a shadow side. The light on her face is beautiful. She's looking off and slightly up. I think all of those things work. I think you've created an environment here that is very beautiful for her as well. So congratulations on the merit. But let's take a look at a couple of things that do bother me as I look at this. And one of them is this tunneling effect where we have the exact same pillars on both sides of her and the exact same lighting on each side of her on the pillars. Yet on her, she has a definite direction of lighting from left to right. And the pillars have, like, here's a bright light on this pillar on this side of it that matches exactly the light on this side of it. So I'm thinking, well, once it's over here, I can believe that because this light is coming in here. Here I can see a highlight showing up on this side. But where is the light showing this side coming from? If that was there, I would have seen some sort of a specular this side. And I don't see that. So now it starts to get confusing. And I say, oh, well, how could that be? So then I want to start looking closer at it. And I see that this pillar is the exact same pillar as this. So you've tried to fool me into believing that this was an environment that was there. So I believe now that this was a created environment, that this pillar may have been here and then you added it in on this side. So then I say, well, is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing because I think you've done it very well. It looked believable to me until I started looking at lighting patterns. And then when I do that, it's not believable, but I don't see any evidence of, around the dress and around the floor. It's like, well, I can't see that that was added in. So I think that the art part of it was done very well. Just be careful that you're tricking the eye so I get confused. I mean, I truly looked at it and said, but what's wrong with this? There's something that's taking my eye away from this beautiful bride, and I think that was part of it. The other thing that I felt a little bit uneasy about was that compositionally I came in and I wanted to look at her, and then my eye travels up the pillars and up into the ceiling, and I'm looking at the beautiful way you've handled the ceiling and the lights that are up there. You balanced it very, very well, but when I look at it, it really takes up about 2/3 of the image is just ceiling, or at least half of the image is just ceiling. So my eye goes up there and it starts traveling around up here, and I just get lost looking at the top, and then I rarely get back down to here. So I think that compositionally all of this space was very overpowering to the subject. So just be careful of that, because I know that photographing in this great architectural places can be amazing. But what's your real subject? Is it the architecture or is it the bride that's there? And only you can decide that. In my case, I started it with thinking the subject was the bride, but then I ended up thinking, well, maybe it's the architecture that's the subject, because that's what you seem to spend a lot of time working on. I'm going to zoom in just because I want to see something. Please know that when we zoom in, we don't zoom in when we're judging. And so we would never do this. But as I was looking at it far away, I noticed this line right here going back from her, and I almost thought it was a cutout feeling. I didn't realize it was the floor. So just be careful of that there's not elements left in there that, see, when you look at it this way, it almost looks like something was cut out imperfectly, whereas it was probably just the floor that was behind her going back. And if it wasn't the actual floor, it's the illusion of a floor, which maybe at a slightly different angle. And so, just a couple of things like that that kept me away from enjoying totally the image and kept me away from really wanting to send this up into the loan collection. But again, the things that you did with the bride were fabulous. So congratulations on the merit, and congratulations. I hope you're working towards your master photography degree, because this gets you one step closer. And I invite you to come to Imaging USA so that you can enjoy all of the fun things and the learning that go on there. It's going to be in Atlanta in January of 2016. You can also take advantage of the mentor booths there. They're free of charge. You just do have to sign up for a time online, and you can sit down with a judge and have a one-on-one conference with a judge about some of your images. So, good luck with your work. Congratulations on entering. I hope you keep entering print competition, and we'd love to see you at Imaging. Thank you very much, Joe, for all your for being a member of PPA and for participating.